GTII getting very close to those targets that we spoke of yesterday. Let's go ahead and go over the charts to see if we can see anything for the foreseeable future, right, you guys? What is up? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. This is ARCa coming at you with a GTII technicals, raw price action, and statistical thread of analysis on this Thursday. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community and Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Okay, you guys, so GTII on the 3-day chart. This is where we have been taking a look or trying to guess the direction of the stochastic momentum indicator. So let's just go ahead and take a look at what's happening thus far. Okay, so please remember that that this actually was around over here when we first started drawing it, right? So it looks like it's moving in the direction that we were already talking about, right? So what we want to do is actually still continue even a bit lower before we can continue that upside, right? Just like this one here too is still suggesting a little bit of a drop, a few more percent to the downside before it can actually make that cross to the upside in a bullish manner. Okay, you guys, so that would be very, very interesting because volatility is starting to expand. We're starting to get more shares traded. Okay, you guys, so the fact that it's a manipulated stock tells us that this increase in volume is either side. This could be covering of shorts, and as well, it could be also trading shares to the downside, right? So it can be either of those. Okay, so now let's go ahead and move on to the next chart to see what we have. Okay, so this is very curious that what we're starting to look at, starting from the 30-minute time frame, please notice that volatility has critically dropped into the extreme zones of contraction, and we're starting to get some upticks here on both the EMA3, the EMA3 and the SMA14, right? So now as we move on to the hourly chart, please notice that we also have an upside pivot on both those moving averages, and also we have volatility expanding, right? So now moving on to the bi-hourly, it's starting to get those pivots to the upside, and now volatility is decreasing, right? So this is what we want, guys. We want the volatility or momentum. We want it to start cascading from the smaller time frames into the larger time frames, and then and further and further, so that it can create a pretty nice move. Okay, you guys, but it is showing little by little in every time frame that it is being kind of pushed. Right, so let's move on to the next chart right here, guys. This is essentially the targets that we're looking at for the bottom side. Okay, you guys, please remember that this is still within that zone. Let me just go ahead and correct this because, of course, the Gaussian channel, this huge red and green cloud, right, that actually fluctuates as the price action, as the days go by, right? So now the support that I'm still looking at, guys, is anywhere between 85.86 to 82.97 for a temporary bounce. I'm calling it a temporary bounce and not the bounce, because we need to see where price action and what momentum is looking like when we approach those targets, which could be in the following days. Okay, you guys, the next very obvious target to look at, guys, would be anywhere between the 73 to 75 cent space, meeting right at that 2.618. But what I can say is that as we get closer to these really, I would call them influential, pivotal points, the price action is very likely to start finding some type of accumulation or some type of short covering. Okay, you guys, as we get closer into these targets, we're getting close to inflection points, like real inflection points here. Okay, so meeting of like particularly this here between the space of about 75 and 76, right? This the same target that we spoke about, right? So this target, for example, is one of the stronger demand zones that GTII has to offer. The other very, very strong demand zone that it has, guys, and I'm not saying that the price action is going down here. I'm just gonna kind of point it out so that we're all on the same page here, right? So this would be the second strongest area of demand that GTII has to offer. Okay, you guys, and that would be the space between 43 and 49 cents. Okay, so I'm not saying, again, I'm not saying that we're going down there. I'm just saying that we should keep in line or keep track or keep note of all of the potential aspects right within this, right, you guys? But yes, please notice right down here that at that space of about 70.26, we have a huge candle that came and capitulated and then catapulted to the upside, guys. It's looking very similar though, right? We're getting that one green candle followed by 3 candles, right? One right here. We got 1, 2. Do we have one more to go? And then we can actually get that capitulation candle before an upside? Maybe. We'll go ahead and find out as the days come in, okay, you guys? As of now, it is all just speculation, okay? So let's go ahead and just refer to the RSI and see what we have, okay, you guys? So, wow, it looks like a bunch of consolidation. That's what it looks like, right? So sideways trading here on the 30-minute. We have upside with a resistance on the buy hourly. We have literally sideways trading on the 6-hour. A little bit of a downside bias, but with an upside on that. This is all consolidation, okay, you guys? So that's a good thing. It's a good thing in respects to trying to find a bottom, right? But that does not mean that we can just face the bottom here and then it'll all be over. I just want you to know that, okay, that anything is possible in the markets, even if we got a huge capitulation candle all the way down to 45 cents and then we continue to the upside. All of those things are absolutely possible and they all count. Okay, you guys, so please remember, first and foremost, that I am not a financial advisor. Take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Okay, you guys, I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, I wish you well, a very, very good night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.